Baba's time, and the world feels calm. Gotta wear white, bring my soul in light. It's Murley time, and I feel so right. I hit the soul stage, dancing godly trance. No, I ain't got doubts, I ain't got fear, 'cause I got you, my Baba dear. Baba, I don't need worldly thrills to feel joy tonight. I love soul chills. Baba, I don't need mundane things, just your sweet light. I love pure thrills. Radiance in silence sits on my throne of balance. I'm the child of Shiva supreme. With you I live my dream. Baba, I don't need worldly thrills to feel joy tonight. I love soul chills. Baba, I don't need mundane things, just your sweet light. I love pure thrills. I love truth. Baba, 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 Vajranawa. Baba, 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 Vajranawa.
Om Shanti. So, this series is War Drama, Va, and today is day 2 of the series. So, today we're going to see one aspect of drama, and that is that drama is fixed. It's predestined, scripted. So whatever is in the drama, that is bound to happen. Do we have any choice in responding? We cannot change the scripted drama, but we do have a choice in responding. To worry or not to worry is an option that we have. And we all know that, and even yesterday we touched upon it, that the 3 things that are kind of, we can call them as main aspects of knowledge. Yesterday Baba said the 3 main things that we can understand the entire knowledge is the concept of soul, supreme soul, and the drama. And all these 3 are eternal, right? So, what is the deciding factor whether we worry or not? Can you list anything? Yeah, so when we see drama as reality and not as a drama or story, then we start to worry about things scenes and all of that. But when we really understand the knowledge of drama and stay in that awareness, then there is no reason to worry, right? Even yesterday in Baba's Murli, Baba asked, are you all carefree emperors? So carefree is one who doesn't have any worries. How can we be in that state? Are we all that already? Are we all carefree emperors? In process, okay? Yes. So Baba is seeing us as that, which means that that is our truth. We may not realize it at all times, but that is the truth. Sooner or later, we will all reach that stage. So what is it that takes us away from that state of being a carefree emperor? Is it the scenes or situations in the drama? Is it something else, more deeper? What is it that pulls us down or keeps us within the drama? Any? Yes, connection with Baba will pull us out of it. But what is it that pulls us down? This is nothing new, right? We all know this knowledge. So there's nothing new that is being shared. Yes, body consciousness is the main thing, Baba says, that pulls us down. Forgetting who we are. And what else? False identities. That is, we create identity with what we are not, what is not our truth. We start to identify with it. So one thing is, so that is the difference between the heaven and hell, or golden age and iron age or copper age, is what is our identity, right? In that time we are completely soul conscious, and now we've forgotten that and we've come into body consciousness, and that leads to, actually forgetting who we are leads to us associating with things that we see, things around us, people around us. And what does that start creating? The soul is free to begin with, but then it starts having preferences and starts creating choices, like, I like this thing or I want this thing. Starts creating expectations. And that expectation will turn into attachment, right? When you are expecting somebody to be nice to you or to take care of you, and that is being fulfilled, then you get pulled. You're creating an attachment. It could be a person, a situation, whatever it is, right? So that gives rise to attachment. And it doesn't just stay there. Attachment is like, there are two different entities, right? Like two people or a person and a situation and whatever. So attachment is they feel connected, or like there is some expectation that we keep when you have attachment. It goes further down. The consciousness or the awareness is even further muddled, and we start creating identification. We start to identify with things. We start to identify with people. it goes in the downward spiral. And this identification, this false identification with things, with people, with scenes of the drama, all of this is the reason why we start to experience worry, fear, anger, frustration, you name it, any negative emotion, all started from forgetting the self, forgetting the freedom that we have, and starting to look outside rather than inside. So we'll refer to Baba's Murli excerpt today. From the date is 18/12/1987. So I'm going to quote Baba's versions. So Baba says, to make a small thing big or to make a big thing small depends on your own stage. To be distressed or to maintain the honor of being a master depends on yourself. That's so true, right? Whatever might be happening outside, what our internal state of mind is, that determines how we respond, how we take it in, how we even see the situation, depends on our inner stage. Responding or reacting to it is the second step, but how we perceive what's coming in depends on our stage. So that's what Baba is saying. To make a big thing small or a small thing big depends on your stage. So we tend to say what has happened or whatever happened is good. Both depend on ourselves. This faith or conviction can change bad into good, because due to settling your karmic accounts, due to taking a practical paper from time to time, according to the drama, some things will come in front of you in a good form, whereas at other times, some things would externally seem to have a harmful form, even though they have a good form. Right? Different reasons why we see different scenes of drama come in front of us. But some may have a externally good form, some may have an externally harmful form. But underlying, Baba is saying, everything has a good form. How we see it depends on our stage. And then Baba says that you would refer to this and say, it wasn't good in that form. Situations will come, and even now, situations continue to come and will continue to come in those forms, but behind the curtain of loss, benefit is hidden. So we need conviction at two levels here as to who is saying this, right? It's not some great person or a religious guru that is saying this. This is the Almighty Authority, God Himself saying these versions. And what is He saying? Benefit is hidden in every scene, every situation of drama. So the external curtain would appear to be one of loss. If you were to be patient for a little while and have a tolerant stage and see everything with introversion, then we'd be able to see. Then you'd be able to see what is hidden behind the external curtain. And even while seeing the superficial form, you wouldn't see it. So, makes sense, right? We need to have that clarity to see what is underneath. So that is, this knowledge is the basis, right, for us Brahmins to be carefree about anything. Like, forget little things. If we forget the knowledge, then we start worrying about every little thing. Like, for example, if I didn't find my phone for an hour, I would start worrying, where did I keep my phone? Did I lose it? Did somebody take it? Did it get stolen? What not? You create a whole series of thoughts about it. That's just one little thing. But Baba is saying not to worry about anything. And that includes the entire process of destruction, the entire process of world transformation. It's not just about a phone, it's not just about one person. It's the entire world that's going to go through change. Are we prepared for that? Or should we be prepared for that? Or no need, we can take care of it at the end. So how do we prepare for that? Deepening our understanding, being in that awareness of what Baba is telling us, constantly checking and getting rid of all the falsehood, being determined to stay in truth is what is going to protect us and keep us worry-free or carefree, no matter what is ahead. It could be individually in one's life, some major test with the body, with the health of the body, or could be any issue with work, relationships, or it could be at a more global level to face the scenes of destruction. So that's why Baba keeps telling us what is necessary in everyday Murli. He keeps telling us what we need to focus on, what our attention has to be. So how much we imbibe all that and how much we make it practical for us is what we are going to carry forward. Not just writing in the books or just understanding also doesn't. It only helps to an extent. We have to have the practical experience, right? Practical experience of every point of knowledge that Baba is giving us. Baba says, practical experience of every power that we are receiving from Baba. And how do we get the practical experience? How do we get the practical experience of all these? That is where drama is helping us also. The scenes come in such a way where we are compelled to use. We have the option, we are given an option whether we choose our powers or whether we succumb to our old habits and patterns of thinking. So if we are in our truth, if we are in our original stage, this worry would not just seem as optional, but it would seem absurd. Why would you worry? Like even if we just take an example of a drama in a limited sense, the one who is an actor in the drama would not really worry that some role in the drama is being killed or some property in the drama is being damaged, right? Because they know it's a story, it's being played out, but in reality, there's no damage that is really happening. It's a scene of the story that's being played out. But the actor is aware, right, as to what is drama, what is real, what is unreal. So that is what we need to be in a state of knowing the difference as to what is drama, what is real, what is my truth. So that's when we can say that worrying is absurd, it's unnecessary. Otherwise, when we are not even clear, when we don't even have the awareness of who we are, and we are just stuck within the drama, then we are not able to see the other option. We feel that worry is natural. When there's so much destruction happening, when I'm going through such an illness, or when my relationships are in a havoc, it would seem as if, there is no other option. That is why people even go to extremes, right? They even commit suicides, they end their life, they kill others because of being in that misconception or misperception and lack of clarity about drama. So, it is only when we practice, Baba tells us every day, be soul conscious, forget everything, and just remember me. Because He's the source of our power. And the soul itself, when it's aware fully, it is God-like. It has the same qualities or same nature of God. But what blinds us is association with different things, people, situations in the drama. And as we said, it's not just attachment. We don't just stop at saying mine, but we also transform it into my, right? So yesterday we did a practice of seeing the soul separate from the role. So that is the deepest attachment or identification, is we forget the soul is independent and we start believing we are the role. For example, I start believing whatever is happening to this role Divya is happening to me. This is part of the script. But the identification is so deep that I cannot see the role separate from myself, the soul. And that's not going to happen within a second, because it's been so many years, so many births, we have made this identification real for us. So that is why Baba stresses us to constant practice, and practice for a long time. Because anything that is going to happen, things or scenes are going to change suddenly. Baba says, right, now we see the rehearsals, but the rehearsals are going to continue and they're going to become real for the scenes of destruction. So before that happens, we should prepare ourselves. And that is why we are focusing on studying this knowledge, understanding, making our understanding more and more better, deeper, and bringing it into our practical lives until it becomes part of our life or our nature. At that moment, we'll not have the option to learn and to practice that stage. So it is that moment by moment practice and moment by moment application of knowledge that will make us strong and will make us prepared for the final events. So, and how do we not take worry, and how is drama helping us? Is it is giving us scenes so that we are able to use our powers and see what is our truth and stay in our truth. And whatever falsehood we have created in this drama, either through wisdom or through pain, everybody has to get rid of those, because we have come into this drama, it's not our home, we have to return back to our home. And we know that in order to return, we cannot return the way we are, right? The soul has to become pure, spotless before it returns home. And what is all the impurity that we have accumulated? It is all these false identifications or egos that we have created. And we have to drop all that in order for us to go home. So we drop it now with using the knowledge, with the wisdom that Baba is giving us, or we'll be forced to drop it from the scenes of the drama. So the option is ours, and similarly, the option whether to worry or not to worry also is ours. Even when we know the knowledge, sometimes we forget and we get into that old patterns of worrying and creating waste and negative about situations and scenes. But that is why Baba says attention is needed, checking and changing constantly is needed. Because until we stop the old patterns and start using knowledge, we cannot bring about the change that we want to. We cannot get rid of the falsehood that has accumulated. So, this is a very deep topic and we can keep talking for a long time on this, but we've got some things to churn on further and we can do some of this as our homework too. That is, to identify what are the worries that you have. Make a list of all the worries that you have. Or if you're totally worry-free or carefree already. So, identify all the worries that you have. It may be gross about some things, about things outside, or it may be internally about your stage, about your purusharth, whatever it is. Identify your worries and reflect on the methods how you can become free from them. That is one task for the homework. And then you can create a picture of some scene of the drama, what would make you, or what would trigger worry in you. And then you can either put your picture, one of worry and one of carefree state, or make a cartoon, like here, as to which one is right, whether you want to worry about it or whether you want to choose the other option. You can do that. That will help for you to reflect on, when you need it sometime later. You can just look at it and realize what you want to choose. And another beautiful thing that Baba said in the same Murli that we referred to today is Baba said, a soul who is karmatit, or a soul who is perfect, or a soul who is in its original state, will be a holy swan. Holy swan, we generally take it as, what do we refer to as swan? Why does Baba give us the example of a holy swan? Anyone? Separation of jewels and stones, or what is good and what is bad, and the swan selects what is good, right? So typically we refer to it as when we are looking at people, or when we are looking at their qualities, we have to be a holy swan, pick up good qualities. But Baba says today in this Murli that from the scenes of the drama, you be a holy swan and pick up that hidden benefit in the scene that is looking externally harmful or externally a bad situation. A soul who is karmatit would pick up the benefit hidden in it. So that is what we are going to apply, and see the worries and see the scenes of the drama in our own life, and by being a holy swan as to how do we benefit from it. And as was mentioned earlier, every scene in the drama is helping us in one way or the other. Actually, it may seem harmful, but it is pointing us to what we had missed so far, right? It is pointing us to some false identification or falsehood that is still within us that we need to get rid of. So that is the benefit, that is the real benefit, is using that scene of the drama to get us out of the drama. Because as we said, 100% of waste, 100% worry, 100% ego is all based on the drama, whatever is. Everything is based on drama. So our success and our true victory and the process of becoming pure is to making ourselves free from all these falsehood that we have associated ourselves with in the drama. And we can do that by being a holy swan. Okay? Om Shanti.